Plus, we can say anything to this audience, and they don't care.
True.
I don't know if you saw any of the clips on what was it? Yeah, my Friday show that I uploaded yesterday. I admit at one point that sometimes I look at porn that involves face-sitting. Like, I admitted that on air. And I said, even before I said it, I was like, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say this. And then I described how...
I don't think I've ever seen it actually done. I always just, like, say
shut the fuck up. You've never seen it?
I don't think I've seen it, like, but I've said, like...
I want to see somebody sit on somebody's face.
Or I've said about, like, a hot girl, I'll be like, oh, I'd love for her to just sit on my face.
Thank you. See? I'm not weird.
I've actually seen someone actually sit on someone's face.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Dude, are you kidding me? Youporn.com, youjizz.com, xvideos.com, xnxx.com. Want me to continue? I can continue, probably. Pornhub, RedTube.
I just feel like you get pink eye or something, right? Or double pink eye.
As long as it felt good when it happened, I don't give a fuck. I'll deal with the pink eye, man. But the story, the original story.
Family had pink eye. I hope it wasn't from that.
The original story was about how it was a disgusting video. A guy had an eel in his bowels.
And you were watching this?
No. Yes, that's what I go to beat off to. I'm typing into Google eel in ass porn. No, it was a news story that I did for the show.
Oh, okay.
So I was. I thought I would beat off to that. Oh my god,
I have no idea.
But I guess it makes sense for some people because that's what they wanted to do to get off. The dude put an eel in his ass, or it wasn't an eel. This one specifically was an eel-like fish. It was a South American lungfish or some shit they called it.
Oh man!
So there's a little video of the surgery when they're taking the eel out of his bowels, and you hear like all the nurses are laughing and they're recording it on their phones.
I'm in such shock right now.
No, I know. And so part of my commentary in discussing that, I was like, I feel so normal in comparison now. Because look, that guy, he didn't ask for that weird fetish. Like, it's not like, he was like, he made a choice one day, like, I really want an eel in my ass. There was a logical progression where it was like, he learned that he liked things in his ass, probably started with a finger or something with a girl, right? And then it went on to like, maybe I'll go a little bigger, a dildo? So then it went to dildos, and then it probably went to like some weird toy that you fucking microwave and slap on some KY jelly on that bitch. And then it was the final step was not only do I want something big and slimy in my ass, I want it to wiggle. And they're like, well, the only option is a fucking fish.
That tickled me almost.
So then he probably started. I bet you the dude started with like just part of it at first, and then eventually he was like, I want the whole thing in my ass. And then it just happens. And then I said, look, this makes me feel like the most normal dude ever because the creepiest I get is I want to see some face sitting. Oh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like,
Do you think you'll ever get to the eel stage?
No. See, that's the thing. Some people have this theory that, and it's true to an extent, that when it comes to sexuality and certain things in life, you always increase in creepiness,
Yeah.
But here's why that's both true and untrue.
Well, that's like with everything,
Exactly. It's true in the sense that
try harder tricks or
it's
something.
True in the sense that it's true with everything in that way, that there is always, if you really like something, there's always this increase, right, that you do.
Yeah.
But here's why with sexuality, I don't necessarily buy into it 100%. Because if you've ever taken 4 or 5 days off of sex or beating off, your brain resets to the point where if you could look at fucking like 1990 style pictures online, still frames of porn, and that turns you on because you haven't busted a nut in 4 or 5 days. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's always this constantly resetting process in your mind when it comes to sex because that's how it's hardwired in us. But see, the downfall I think is when they never take that break, they never reset their brain, and they just keep getting more and more weird and perverse, and the next thing you know, they're putting needles in their ass and nurses are laughing at it during the surgery.